working hard, keep doing the right things, and then you make changes, they come in and they do exactly what you asked.
It's good. It's good, and it shows the credit is for the players, the way they prepare themselves. We have a very small squad. Everybody knows that we realize what is the reality. So every player is important, very, very important. And a good answer is always a moment of happiness for us, of course.
There were 17 passes in the Diogo Jota goal. From a personal point of view, was that perhaps one of your favourites of the season, perhaps the goal of the season so far for you?
Oh, I thought it was good. Every goal is beautiful. When you score, every goal is a moment of joy.
Goalkeeper, obviously John Ruddy came in and did very well because he wants to keep playing until he's 40.
I hope so.
Is that possible? I mean, he keeps himself very fit, doesn't he?
I think it's possible. And you can see not only with goalkeeper is more possible because of the actions and that you are involved. So if he pretends to do that, I think it's possible. Honestly, I think it's possible.
And in terms of, I guess, preparation and getting him in tune for the Manchester United game, did that work? And will it now? Rui comes back in, and that works for you, does it?
Yeah, it was very clear. The decision was made, and I was very clear on what was the idea and the intention. Pleased because John did a very good game, very good game, very confident, very stable. That's what we were looking for. And like you say, now we play Chelsea. We focus on this game.
How is everyone fitness-wise?
Everybody's okay.
The win over Chelsea in December, it brought to an end, I think it was a run of games where you found it a little bit tough. And you said after you wanted to maintain these standards, and you certainly did that, and you have done since. Is that how you feel as well, that you set them that target, and that actually since then, pretty much every game, you have maintained those high standards?
Is the more difficult part in football, is to achieve that consistency, is to your performance during such a tough competition, and because you face so good opponents, so it's very hard. It's always challenge, but it's one of the things that we'll be trying to do. That was a very important moment because it ended up a very bad moment, a run that we had. So it was a turning point on the competition. But you know that it's always up and downs, and when you have something that doesn't work out, it's about bouncing back and recovering these standards again. We made that against Cardiff after a bad performance, so let's sustain this consistency. Let's look to challenge ourselves on Sunday.
What's the key to, I guess, affecting Chelsea, playing your own game and beating them again?
We don't think about beating them. We look at Chelsea and we know what we're going to face. Fantastic players, fantastic manager, ideal football, very difficult, but we have to try and be focused on what you can do to prevent Chelsea to play. Is one of the important aspects on the game. Then, when you have the ball, you have to play, of course, and we know how to play. But to avoid Chelsea to be comfortable during the game is one of the strong aspects.
Just finally, for you, it's International Women's Day today. Can I ask you, please, who the most important women are in your life and why, please?
No, I will not answer that question. Just wishing all the humans, the ladies, a very nice day.
Thank you. Nuno, you and I talked a lot about the small squad you've got here, but you've made 5 changes against Cardiff, and it was still a really impressive performance. Has that made you confident that you've got a lot of strength in depth?
Depth, no, but strength, yes. We made a decision very clear in January. We reduced a lot of aspects and made us take that decision, but honestly I think was the right one because it allows every player of the squad to really be involved and have minutes of competitions. What we want in the final, if you look at the final, we want to keep on growing, and the best way to grow is to allow players to be involved during the games.
Adama Traore got his first Premier League start of 2019, and he started at wing back and impressed an awful lot of people. Could that be his best position going forward, do you think?
It's one of the things that he can do. Adam has something that's unique, and I would say unique in worldwide. So always has space to give things to the team.
What's unique about him?
He's speed, his 1v1. I think there are not many players in the world that can achieve this kind of performance.
Was it your idea to? Oh, well, clearly it was your idea to play him at wing back. But did he need some persuasion? Did you have to? Discuss
No,
it
it's
with
not
him?
about. It's not about that. It's about in that moment the team required that option. If you see both wing backs didn't play that game, so and it goes back to what we want for the squad. But you don't have to persuade them. What you have is to make them believe, to make him believe and realize the team himself that is different, and you have to adjust. But this adjustment is always to exploit the maximum talent that Adama can give us.
Finally, Gonzalo Higuain. Well, how good is he? Simple question. How
Very
good is
good,
he?
very good. I faced him, I think Juventus. Very good player, of course. One of the best strikers in the world.
You played against him.
Yes, yes.
From a goalkeeper's perspective.
No, no. Not as a
That's
goalkeeper.
from
As a
I was working out the
Porto,
years.
Porto Juve.
But from a goalkeeper's perspective, when you see a striker of that ability, he seems to be able to score close in with his speed, and he's got a heck of a shot on him as well. From a goalkeeper, is that particularly difficult?
It's difficult because he's a one-touch player and the finishing is very accurate. Ruiz has to be ready.
Thank you.
Nuno, we've talked on a couple of occasions about the players who came in last week and how useful it was for them. For those who have started more often and came out of the team last week, like Rui Patricio, was that break useful for them too at this stage of the season?
I think so. During a cycle of 3 games during a week, the third game is always the one that requires more attention for us. So the decision was made. We have time to, at the same time, level everybody in terms of intensity, all these things that require the training sessions. So I expect a good answer looking forward.
Yes, because I mean, quite often we all think in terms of the international break being a break for players, but for a lot of those players, really it isn't because they're away playing international. So.
Of course, we're going to have probably 9 players involved in national teams.
So when you've got those situations at this stage of a season where they've played a lot of games for club and country, bearing in mind what you said about reducing the size of the squad, was that a calculated risk in a sense that you haven't had many injuries, you've been very good at keeping them to a minimum? But
it's not a risk. It's not a risk. It's a belief. It's an idea. It's something that you want to build on. It's not a risk. If you measure decisions by risk, you'll not take them.